All right, so we have the question here. It says the nominal annual interest rate is 18%. The rate of taxation is 30%. Required, part A, calculate the nominal after tax interest rate. So basically, this is your interest rate after you've made an adjustment for tax. So this is how we calculate our nominal after tax interest rate. Okay, so I'll abbreviate it as this: N A T I. Nominal after tax interest rate. I just don't want to write the whole word. Equals the nominal interest rate, which I write as NI, multiplied by 1 minus the tax rate. Remember, after taxes are applied, the return that you get or the interest that you get is going to be reduced because some tax has been taken out. Okay, so in this case, our nominal interest rate is 18%. So we convert it into a decimal, that is 0.18, multiplied by 1 minus the tax rate. In the question, the tax rate is 30%, so we say 0.3. So the percentages, you convert them into decimals. So we have 0.18 multiplied by 1 minus 0.3, that's you get 0.7. So we multiply 0.18 times 0.7. We get 0.126. So we convert this back into a percentage. We multiply it by 100 and we get 12.6%. So this is the interest you get after tax has been applied, all right? When there is no tax, you're supposed to get 18%. But after tax of 30% is applied, what you get is 12.6%. So as I said, tax reduces your returns because remember, tax goes to the government. Let's go to part B. It says, calculate the nominal after tax interest rate if the tax was reduced to 25%. Okay, so tax has been reduced. So we're using the same formula. The nominal after tax interest rate equals the nominal interest rate, NI, multiplied by 1 minus the tax rate. Okay, so in this case, our nominal interest rate stays at 18%. So we convert it into a decimal. We use different colors here. So we say 0.18. That's our nominal interest rate without tax, multiplied by 1 minus the tax rate over, they've told us now it's 25%, so 25% is 0.25. So we subtract 1 minus 0.25, we get 0.75. All right, so 0.18 multiplied by 0.75 Get 0.135. Convert this into a percentage by multiplying by 100. This becomes 13.5%. So as we can see, when you reduce the tax, your returns increase. Okay. Yes. Any questions? Okay. Part C. If the tax rate was still 30% and the nominal after-tax interest rate was 14%, calculate the pre-tax nominal interest rate. Basically, we have to calculate our nominal interest rate where tax hasn't been applied. All right. So we have to make NI the subject of the formula here. All right. So let me just put it here. Part C. So our formula originally is the nominal after-tax interest rate equals the nominal interest rate, which is our pre-tax, before tax interest rate, multiplied by 1 minus the tax rate. So to make our nominal pre-tax interest rate the subject of the formula, we divide both sides by 1 minus the tax rate. So when we divide both sides, our nominal pre-tax interest rate equals the nominal after-tax interest rate divided by 1 minus the tax rate. So for this part, just a matter of dividing. Okay, so our nominal after-tax interest rate is what? 30%. So you say 0. Wait, the tax. Oh, our nominal after-tax rate is 14%. So 0.14 divided by 1 minus the tax rate, which is 0.3. So we get 0.14. 1 minus 0.3, that is 0.7. So 0.14 divided by 0.7, we get 0.2. And when we convert this into decimals, into a percentage, this is 20%. So our interest rate before there is any tax is 20%. And after you apply a tax of 30%, your interest rate reduces from 20% to 14%. Any questions? All right.